A slow-moving landslide blocking the main access road into Falls Creek in the Victorian Alps has halted its busy summer trade period and threatens to damage its ski season preparations. There it is. A reopening date has not been named for the road and locals fear it could be months away. Falls Creek is a popular destination over summer for hikers and mountain bikers. Some business owners say they have already written off the summer period. Well, joining me now live is Andrew Eckersley from Falls Creek Resort, who is in Melbourne right now, but he tells me he's heading to Falls Creek tomorrow. Hello to you, Andrew. So the main road to Falls Creek, that's out at the moment. When did this landslide occur?
So it started in October last year. So it was actually off the back of all of the floods that we had in October, which just created a big landslide down Bogon High Plains Road in between Mount Beauty and Falls Creek. Unfortunately, it's still a slow-moving landslide at the moment, so that's what's taking a little bit of time to clear it all up because it's still moving. So it's still a pretty cautious spot, really.
And it's about 10 kilometres from the top?
Yeah, correct. So, almost at the halfway point, really.
Okay, and there is a back road, but it's not really suitable for high season traffic, is that right?
Yeah, correct. So the back road is accessible either via Mitta from the north or via Omeo from the south. During the summer, it's utilised pretty frequently by mountain bikers and hikers coming up to visit, but it's not really a suitable road for us over the winter. So we usually have it closed.
Now, you say the mountain is still moving, so that's why they can't really get in and just fix it quickly. I guess engineers are trying to figure out what to do.
Yeah, exactly. We're getting pretty regular updates from the Department of Transport. They're doing a great job just keeping us all up to date and up to speed on the situation. They've got a team of geotech reports working pretty much around the clock. So I know they're hoping to have a little bit more clarity on exactly when the opening dates will be in the next few weeks. But at the moment, it's a little bit of a slow process just because we need to err on the side of caution.
And how is this affecting businesses in Falls Creek with a real lack of people being able to get up to the mountain at the moment?
Yeah, look, it's definitely a really, really tough time, especially coming off the back of it's really the fourth summer in a row that's been really heavily impacted by factors outside of our control. We had the bushfires in 2019, 2020, which were an absolute disaster for the area. Then 2 summer seasons of COVID, and now followed up by this. So a lot of the stakeholders, they're doing it really, really tough at the moment. So from our perspective, we're trying to work as closely as we can with the government to ensure that they've got the support in place that they need, both mental support and economical support as well. We're just doing our best to really keep our stakeholders in a good place because it's a really tough situation for them.
Do you think you're going to be able to open this winter?
Yeah, definitely. Look, the reports that we're getting from the Department of Transport, we're working off a March open date. So at the moment, we've cancelled all events up until March. We're still planning some great events, hopefully for March, April, once we can get that up and running. At the moment, we've got no reason to think that winter is going to be impacted, which is a really strong point for us. Coming off the back of the 2022 ski season, which was our biggest season yet. We had over 500,000 visitors. So it was an incredible season. So, we're really, really looking forward to winter this year. And I think it's going to be a really important season just for our stakeholders to, hopefully get a little bit more support.
But I guess bookings are down because of the road, is that right?
Especially over the summer, definitely. We've just due to all the event cancellations we've had and a lot of mountain bikers, hikers who would normally come up, and it's just not as easily accessible. So over the summer, it's been really down. So far over the winter, our bookings are looking pretty good, pretty strong, and we're really confident that it's not going to impact the winter season.
All right, well, that's good. Alpine Shire Mayor John Forsyth says the state government funding is needed here. Would that actually help in getting the road fixed faster, considering the mountain is still moving?
Oh, look, I don't think it'd affect the timeline of it too much. Thankfully, money is not too much of an issue with this project so far, which is at least one barrier that we're not having to combat. The funding, I think, is more just for our stakeholders because obviously they've lost out on a whole season of revenue, and a lot of those stakeholders, especially the mountain biking and the hiking ones specifically, they only have their revenue over the summer period. So for them, that's the really important thing for us, is just making sure they're being looked after and they've got the economical support that they need.
Certainly a challenging time for you guys at the moment. Andrew Eckersley, really appreciate you coming on the program.
No worries. Thanks for having me.